Welcome to Trading Lounge for the 27th of May for the SP 500. We'll look at the Nasdaq and maybe the Dow Jones. So we're looking at the current move up through here as 5 waves. There's wave 1, and we're looking for an A and a B and a C back into the 50-60% retracement level, and then a move higher from that point. The other way that we can count this here, also still in a bullish pattern, if we look at this chart, not this one, this one. We can look at this here as wave 1 and 2 here, and wave 3 here, and we'll come back to wave 4 here, to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree here. And we know wave 4s can be complicated, but an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave coming back into this space here. The other point here that needs to be acknowledged as well is the 2800 here. It's a minor level in regards to the trading levels. We can see that it's migrated from being resistance to support here. So this support is really quite critical. If it's broken, then definitely we'll be coming down lower from this point, but it needs to be broken now to help confirm a move to the downside here. So cutting through to the hourly chart here and looking for strategy for this is that last time we spoke we were down here somewhere, and we're looking for a retracement level back to the 28.30 area, which is the top of Group 1 in regards to the trading levels. And I put this box in green here to short it from in this space here. Now, the next situation here is we've seen this move come down through here. So we're also looking at this low here and the second low here, and to short that through here. So you may have done any of these or both of those. And the next step here is that the move down through here, we can look at that as wave 1, and then wave 2 comes back to the 28.20 area through here. So that also can trigger in a short position here as well. So we're looking for wave 1 here, back for wave 2 here, and then moving down for 3, 4, and 5 here in this sort of space here. So that 2800 here would be, we could say, the safe trade. That, as the retested resistance, would be the safe trade. If we look at this here on the 100 tick chart here, let me squash this in a little bit. That's enough. So this is the low that we're looking at, and we're looking at an A wave, a B wave, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 waves up for the last wave of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here. So we're looking at this as wave 1 to the downside. We're looking here as an A and a B and a C here for wave 2. So we really want to see this this move down from this point here. So we could look at, if you're looking for a short trade in here, we know this is 2800 here is a minor level, and these are sub levels 1, 2, and 3 that make up Group 1. If support is found on top of Group 1, the number 3 there, the 30, the 2830, then we'll be going to the 50, the next level higher, which is the midpoint. Okay, so we don't want to see the 2830 becoming a support at that point. Now, if we're going to short this here, what we could do, we know that 5 is the second strongest number, so we could take 5 into this space here, and these are micro levels here. So the same thing goes. We use 1, 2, 3, 5, and 8. So between 10 and 20 would have 1, 2, and 3, which make up Group 1, and which also could have triggered a long trade. And then 5 is the midpoint, and then 8, we could also get in micro Group 2 there as well. So if this becomes the retested resistance, the 5 here, the 15, then you could also look to short from that point there. And also too, once the 2 here, once that number 2812, the number 2 within Group 1, micro group, once that becomes the retested resistance, you can short, and also too, you can short under the 2810 as well. So we could also look to putting a line through here as well, to short through there as well, just to make it kind of simple. If that becomes the retested resistance, then we can also look to short that. And also too, I can draw on this side of the tick chart. So as an example, the market would come down to this, bounce off that in 3 waves, come back and then retest that and then fail. So that becomes the point there. And also too, this move up through here will be in 3 waves. And if you're looking at the futures market, you'd want to see that move up on less volume than that move down here. And sometimes too, you need to keep the stop out of the way, because rarely you'll get a second retest here and then down again. So you just need to be mindful of that with your stop. So yeah, just keep an eye on that. And much the same for the Nasdaq as well. We were looking at taking the low here once the second low had come in, just drawing a line through there and shorting that. So these have moved back to their retracement levels, so these moves down through here, this will come back and this is just what I was talking about actually, so come back up and retest that there and then down again. So we can also move this up here now under this one here. You could put that on an angle going through there as well. You can work that. One of the things that create a bit of a bullish pattern is the Dow Jones, and with the Dow Jones here, it does appear that we've got 3 waves here, 3 waves here, 3 waves here. So we could be working in a triangle pattern across here for this market. We will see. Obviously, if this low gets taken out here, let me just put that in green there. Analysis is one thing, and it's important. However, trade setups are just as important as well. Even the best Elliott Wave people don't get it right all the time, and there's always a difference between something positive in a wave structure and something that's not so positive. So, but if this is taken out here, then this would make this down for 1, back for 2, down for 1, back for 2, and then going into 3 and really move down from that point there. So shorting that there would be a catalyst for moving down. Expect to bounce off the 25, of course. You may want to hold that. You may want to take profit on that. You may want to take half profit on that. You may want to short the bounce as well. The first bounce is higher, a bit like a ball bouncing down, so it will come down. The first bounce is the highest, come back, meet supply levels, and then down, and then bounce back like a ball bouncing on the ground, overdoing it here, but once again, a bit like that there. So, right. That's that. That was pretty quick. So thanks for tuning in. Let me just check if I need to go over anything. Normally the videos are much longer. Let's just have a little look at this here. So let's just go into 20 ticks here and just check that move to the upside there. So we've got it looks corrective because we've got this up in 3 waves here. So as an A wave and a B wave. And then the C wave moving up here would be 1 and 2 here. So we still need 3. So it would be 1, 2, probably 3rd, 4th, and 5th here. There still should be another little high to come in through here. So don't panic. The other thing is what we can do is go to the micro levels. So which would be 23 here. So we've got 10, 20, 30, which make up Sub Group 1. And as I mentioned before, between 20 and 30, we would have 1, 2, and 3, and then 5, and then we've got Group 2 in here, which works from the 8. So if we got support on top of 3 here, 23, that means we would reach 5 then. So that means we're getting up too high at that stage for the 61.8% retracement level. So a little bit more to go in here, but we don't want to see the 28, 23 becoming the support there. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.